People, oh, you're a bigger star. And if we don't deliver it on a timetable that an impatient audience, an impassioned audience is going to like, they're going to get behind him even more, which is great. They're making him a star. We're not shoving him and Scarlett down anybody's throats. The audience itself is making him a star.
All right, guys, we soon going to talk about the contract expiration of Karrion Kross and Scarlett. This has been going on the past several days. The contract expired this weekend, and Karrion Kross has confirmed it in his recent documentary. And Scarlett, let's talk more about it here at the locker room.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey, guys, we're here at the locker room. Toss Ring Scandal, a.k.a. KDH here. Turnbuckle King the building. We're here to talk about today, is Karrion Kross really gone from WWE? Now, this is Karrion Kross confirmed the WWE contract expiration. He has said this on his channel, Killer Kross. You guys get the like sub because it's about to be some dirty laundry on this one. Now, Scarlett put on her social media post that her time at WWE was an incredible ride. There's no locker room like no other. They're not just co-workers, they are family. She says she enjoyed every moment with WWE. Then she has her booking contact information listed below. But let's see more what's going on with Karrion Kross here.
Well, now you got me.
Like, I remember in the beginning, there were some people saying, like, hey, I wouldn't take it seriously. It's not going to last. Or, you know, let's see if it's for real when you go out there tonight. If it's still there, we're in a different city, we're in a different state. And then when it was still there, and it got louder and louder and louder every week, that went away. And then it was kind of like, well, you know, not really ready to fully embrace that. I was being told by certain people not to, don't acknowledge it, which felt really wrong, because having a connection with the audience, especially one that is like this doesn't just come around for everybody. And it wasn't something that was constructed or thought of. This happened organically through a series of events. And I wouldn't even say it's just from something that's happened recently this year. This is something that is happening because of what has happened over the last 3 years. We're getting to a tipping point, I believe. And it can be said, it can be stated that it started because I punched through something, and everybody saw what was on the other side of that. But I don't feel like we're all collectively going in the direction that the audience would like us to go in. And it's just that part doesn't feel good. What I would like to happen, I would love to stay with WWE. And I'd love, ideally, to finish my career there. I really would. I don't know what's going to happen, though. Like, me building a relationship and having a relationship with the audience, sometimes by certain people, to me, it feels like they're treating it as I'm being rebellious, or I'm like, it's treated almost like it's a problem that this has happened. And it that should not feel that way. This should not be treated like it's a problem. It makes it feel like, you know, you outperformed, or you got ahead of something that they didn't think you were going to get ahead of, and
What's
they don't
going
like.
on with Karrion Kross?
In what way?
Something's happening. You see the crowd; they're chanting for him at the post show and all this stuff. He
Good.
didn't get the W. Is there a thing here? Or is it just like the internet trying to make something into a thing?
Well, they've made it a thing.
Okay.
And it's not just the internet. It's the internet. It's the live crowd. It's the people that buy merchandise. He's a tremendous performer, and what an act he has with Scarlett. I mean, they are great together.
Should he be getting more opportunities? Should he be?
How do you know? Well, let me ask you this: if he were getting great opportunities, if he were the Intercontinental Champion or the U.S. Champion right now, would he have this level of support from the crowd?
No, they love to get behind, Kofi, Daniel Bryan. They love to get behind someone, the underdog, so to speak.
So it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
All right.
Yeah. It's organic.
And by the way, I'm not hating on it. It's fun. I like him. I'm rooting for him. It's just fun to see these things sort of kind of.
The audience is calling for him to be a bigger star. And if we don't deliver it on a timetable that an impatient audience, an impassioned audience is going to like, they're going to get behind him even more, which is great. They're making him a star. We're not shoving him and Scarlett down anybody's throats. The audience itself is making him a star, and indeed, perhaps a top star. And he's talented enough, and so is she, to carry it. It reminds me of someone else, by the way, that was in WWE, that the audience felt, this is our guy. We like this act. We like him to be a bigger star. Why aren't you making him a bigger star? Damn it, make him a bigger star. We're going to chant his name. We're going to bring his signs. We're going to buy his T-shirts. We're going to demand that you make him a bigger star. That guy's name was Steve Austin.
Said, and I don't want to be the one to say all of it, because Truth said it to me. He didn't say it publicly, but there was one thing that he said to me that I don't think he would mind me sharing, and I will never forget it. He said to me, you haven't won any titles on main roster, but the one title that you have right now that you will have for the rest of your life as a moment in time is the title that the people gave you when they chose you. And that's fucking real.
Now, Karrion Kross, this is an interview from his from Paul Heyman, his interview that he had with Ariel Helwani. He did say that Karrion Kross has been owed by the fans, and they're definitely behind him and Scarlett, and he talked about how talented both of those individuals are. Now, Karrion Kross has been doing interviews back since April, and there's been speculation, is it a work or is it a shoot? Is this going to be some type of storyline incorporated to help get Karrion Kross over? Now, we've been hearing we want Kross for the past few months now. But the thing about it is his contract did expire, he said August 10th, and Scarlett put her tweet out. Now, we've seen this scenario before with the whole R-Truth situation where people thought R-Truth was gone and he really wasn't, and they played the whole ploy of fans bringing him back to the fold, but in actuality, it was just a storyline to get him back in there. He was never gone from the company. Now, Karrion Kross and Scarlett, both of their profiles have been moved to the alumni section in WWE as of right now. Thing about it is, this could be a real thing because when our true situation was going on, his profile was not moved to alumni. And Karrion Kross, his last televised match with WWE was back at SummerSlam of this year when he faced Sami Zayn, I believe, night 1. He has not been seen on television since. He's now been on Monday Night Raw. He has been mentioned, though, on WWE TV. Now, it's still speculation. Is this a work or not? Because Triple H, from my understanding, was very high on Karrion Kross back from the NXT days. Because Karrion Kross is a former NXT champion, I believe 2-time NXT champion. Now, since he's been coming to the main roster, recent, since he's been back since 2022, he hasn't really made any noise. He had the stable, the Final Testament with AOP and Paul Ellering, and they all been released. Now it's been Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Their contract expired. They're not released, but contract expiration. And if this is true, if this really is true, And I hope it's not, because Karrion Kross is a great talent. Some people say he cannot wrestle in the ring. That is bananas. The man can go in the ring. He has a great character. He makes you believe into the character, more serious. Now, my speculation, I'm going off what I see. If he is really gone, I know, WWE, they like to play with social media. They like to spin the narrative to make you believe things are real and they're really not. If it's real that Karrion Kross and Scarlett are gone, the reason I would say Triple H couldn't really get behind Karrion Kross because there are too many big men on the roster. We do have men like Gunther. We have men like Drew McIntyre. We have men like Damian Priest. And I think the line of big men in WWE is just too full, and Triple H is only going to push certain ones. Now, honestly, the look, I'm not going off the character. Karrion Kross does resemblance similar to a Drew McIntyre. Think about it. He has the long hair like Drew McIntyre. He wears trunks like Drew McIntyre. He has the serious character not to be messed with like Drew McIntyre, except for the Drew McIntyre trolls off camera. But I'm talking about when it comes down to real seriousness, Karrion Kross, his look is similar to a Drew McIntyre. Maybe they don't want to push a character like that, but this could be a work, guys. It possibly could be a work. I'm still not fully convinced. If it is real, good luck to Scarlett and both Karrion Kross, because they both are great talent. And I know wherever Karrion and Scarlett going to go, they're going to crush it. TNA, independent scene, whatever. But it's just something not right here. We're going to see what else is going to go on. But other than that, that's all I have for Is Karrion Kross really gone from WWE? You guys let me know if you think he's really gone. Is this a storyline? Is this the work? Maybe or maybe not. You guys click the video below. Until then, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.